Alright guys, I'm here to introduce you guys to a brand new game which is called Black Moon. Actually, it's not a brand new game. In fact, it's quite the opposite because the game itself have actually ended service in October 2025. So basically ended last year. So every single time when a game ended service, I know some part of their audience base is going to be sad because they obviously still enjoy enjoy the game. They still want to continue playing, but unfortunately, the devs may just have made that decision to pull the plug. However, the sponsor of today's video, which is X7Game, they have actually managed to open a private server for this game, which is absolutely amazing because they have all of the same mechanics from the original game, but they have also managed to integrate some amazing perks inside as well. So if you still want to continue playing Black Moon, here's how to do so. So I will share this link in the video comment section, but basically if you actually click on this link, you will find a download button on the right hand side, which is either for iOS or for Android. Now, after click on this wouldn't actually download the game itself. Instead, it would download the platform X7Game, which is essentially like the Chinese version of Google Play. So you can see here on the right hand side, I have basically opened up X7Game. This is how it will look like once you have downloaded it. And all you have to do is basically just search for whatever game you want. So for example, here I can search for Black Moon, and then I would then be able to actually download it and then start playing. Now, when you first open up the game, it will try to prompt you to create an account. But the nice thing with X7Game is that you do not actually need to create an account itself. What you can do is click on this email button and basically then just enter whatever email you have and then ask get code. And basically they will send a code to your email and you can just simply log in that way without needing to create an actual account or set up password, etc. The next thing you want to do is just to translate the game patch. Now this should already be automatically applied for you, but basically on the left hand side there's a utility button for X7Game, and one of the utility is going to be translation. And here you can see there's a patch option, and you can basically just choose the English patch, and then that will try to translate as much in the game content as possible from Chinese to English. Okay, now let's take a look at the game itself. So obviously if you have played this game before the end of service on global, then this is going to look very familiar to you. But for those brand new players, I will just quickly show you guys a few aspects of the game so you know what it's all about. Now the game itself is kind of a standard RPG, and the battle format is side-scrolling, so I'll show you the battle format in a bit. But in terms of the RPG elements, so if you actually take a look at the character, what you're able to do is you're able to customize your character in quite a few different ways. So here we have the different skills you're able to use. So you have the basic skills, and then as you level them up, you can also further improve them. Now, all of them are going to come with their own unique animation and also their own unique skill as well. So you can take a look at animation here. They're pretty nicely done. And then after that, so this is the skill section. You can then also further customize your own character's outfit. Now the outfit is not just for cosmetic. Obviously the cosmetic part is very cool. So you can see here, for example, you can equip different type of wings. Oh, this is a surfboard as well. That's very cool. But you can equip all different type of things on your character. However, it's not just that. You can also see that all of them have different effects as well. Okay, so you can either basically choose them so that your character looks cool, they look nice cosmetically, or alternatively, you can also pick the one which are going to give you the best effect. So that's kind of the win section. It's also the same thing for the clothing here, okay? Lots of different choices you can do. There's also special effects, so it's kind of like the aura which are around you. Once again, they all have different effects as you look through them. And then here you can also have other additional accessories. So for example, here is kind of the headwear section, and then here we also have the hair section. What's this one? This is the face. Yeah, you can even change your face, and they all have different effects as well. So also very cool. So that's kind of the customization. And then the last thing is that once you get to level 30, you're also able to essentially promote your character onto the next class. And right now, this is the character I have chosen. There's a choice between either the version on the left or the version on the right. There's also awakening info. You guys can see all of the details as well. It's a quite interesting system here. Basically, you actually choose to vote. And I'm guessing out of the entire player base on the server, whichever one get the most vote will actually become the default version will be promoting into at level 30. So that's going to be my guess. But that's a quite interesting mechanic that kind of like get your whole server together in order to decide the fate of your characters. Okay, now let me show you guys the battle system. So here, what you can see here is the very different skills that we were equipping before. You are now able to use it. It's a side scrolling, so obviously you can move up and down slightly, but the screen itself is you can move left and right. Now you obviously click on the very different skills. They have their cooldown, and you're also able to get additional effect and combo them up, etc. Now, eventually, once your skills have been charged up, your ultimate, you're then also able to activate here. It does come with a pretty nice animation, and you can see here, my kind of finish off the stage. So what I have just shown you here is a single player. There's also a PvP element, and it's also quite big selling point of this game, I guess, a PvP element, because it's going to be real-time PvP. So that's kind of like a brief overview of the game itself, which is exactly the way it was before end of service. However, here's come the nice part. This is not just a classic reopening of a dead game. They actually managed to put some new features in. And the biggest feature is going to be this free resource that you're able to get every single day. So here, what you can see here, there's actually a daily 6,480 voucher that you're actually able to get every single time. So what you can do is you can actually simply click on this. Now you have received this, and you might be thinking, what can I then actually use this for? So if we actually take a look at the shop section, what you can buy, since etc. Actually, let me check something else, which is in the bonus section. So what you can see here is that there are very different things you're able to get. So there's the value. There's the monthly pass that we are able to buy here. There's also various different daily bundles. So if we just try to attempt to actually buy a monthly pass now. So remember what we have seen before. We have got 6,480 vouchers just from free collection that day. And if we just click this voucher purchase, what you can see is that it just requires 68 vouchers for us to actually buy this completely. So I didn't have to pay anything. I just literally used the free resources that we're able to get from this remake of the game, and then essentially we're able to get this monthly card for free. And if you just think about the actual value, it's absolutely crazy, because if we actually try to renew this, what you can see here, I started with 6,480 and it only cost me 68, and I can literally renew it again. And if you just think about it, I can literally, off the bat, from one day of logging, I can buy 100 monthly cards. I am literally settled for the next 8 years of playing this game if I want to. And obviously, I can also use it to buy other type of stuff as well. Like, for example, I can also use this to buy this. I can pretty much buy every single pack in this game for just one day of free resource. I remember what I showed you earlier. This is something you can actually collect every single day. So essentially, on this remake server of Black Moon, you're literally able to get all of the resources for free. Absolutely nothing. It's absolutely crazy. But yeah, so that's kind of the biggest selling point of this game. It's not just a reopening of an absolutely dead game. They have actually integrated this amazing value system so that you are actually able to essentially become a pay-to-win player by paying absolutely nothing.